Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading that is focused fully around matters of the heart. With Venus finally going forwards, having been in retrograde, this is a time for full-on heart space rebirth. We are welcoming in fresh energies to our heart centers. We have been going through the works with information coming in that has helped us to open and heal and release and realign. And with that, we are emerging into a new way of being, quite like Aphrodite emerging from her shell on the shores. This is a time that we are doing the same. And so with that in mind, I wanted to do a pick a card reading that is based on your heart space and how to move forward at this time, how we can detach from whatever it is that was needing to be released so that we can move forward in alignment with ourselves, with tenderness, with empathy, with compassion, with a softness and a gentleness to self. So pick a card, take a moment to tap into your heart space, shut your eyes, pause the video, pick a card pile, 1, 2, or 3, and then you can skip ahead. The timestamps are in the description box. I also offer personalised pick a card readings. More details are in the description box. You can book directly or you can send me a message. There are other ways to work with me and follow me and all those things, all in the box below. Please let me know how this card reading resonates with you. I would love to hear. I hope you are having a beautiful Venus going direct moment. This has been brewing for a while. This has been a tough ride for us all in whichever areas it's been affecting us. So I'm sending love to that space. Please give yourself a moment to send love to that space for yourself. And without further ado, please skip forward to your card pile. Pile 1, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's see what cards we have for you. So the first card that we have here is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is the water element, and this is a card that is focusing on our everything heart-centered. It is our emotional landscape, it's our relationships. It also ties into our intuition and our creative base. And the Three of Cups is a card about collaboration and celebration and heavily focused on friendship. You can see this like card with the three women here holding each other up, looking at the stars. The star card in tarot is a card about hope and renewal and faith. And these three ladies are looking up at the stars in a celebration, in a moment of coming together in joy and appreciation and honor and respect. And they are bound by their emotional connection to each other. And they're looking up at the stars with this renewed sense of hope. So for you in this moment of time, there's very much a focus on the friendship relationships within your life, very much a coming together, the supportive network, this three, the trio, the maiden, mother, crone, very much bringing in these shifts, these energies of these big archetypal moments, and in a feeling of softness and peace in where you are in this cycle of maiden, mother, crone. And we have it with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a major arcana which indicates a bigger life moment, and this is a card about new perspectives. This person hanging upside down, looking at things from a new way and having like a light bulb moment of seeing. So there is this like fresh start energy for you that is very much like, it's like a marker. The Hanged Man comes in as a big marker in your life and indicating that right now the focus is on this like renewed sense of faith in something and this support network that you have from the people around you. So in this, moving forwards, now that Venus has gone direct, what Spirit is wanting you to focus on is this newly learned fresh perspective. So what this light bulb moment that you have had during the Venus retrograde. So everything has been, brought up for us to shift and move through. Retrogrades are a time of revisiting so that we can shift what no longer serves us, so that when the planet goes forwards, we can move forwards with it. And this is very much a lovely, fresh new energy for you, and a very much a focus on this, the collaborations here, this sense of lifting each other up, this abundance that comes through emotional connection, but it's very, very heavily like a friendship theme here. So lean into your support network in regards to your friends, the people that really hold you, and that support you and celebrate you, and that you celebrate as well. This obviously has to work both ways for it to be in a healthy state of flow. But the fresh perspective that you have been offered, the thing that almost like Spirit saying, the thing that almost like felt like it was breaking your back during Venus retrograde, has now got you nimble enough to bend in these weird ways to see things from a new perspective that will help you moving forwards. We also have here the starfish, intuition. Listen to your soul's truth, think less and feel more. And then this taps into the cups, because this is our emotional landscape. So with the cups, that water element, it is all about our feels. It's heart-centered, it's heart-based, and it is asking us to go to that water space within us, to go with the flow, to allow us to enter into that intuitive space within and trust it and listen to it and let that guide us. So this is very much like, let this new perspective and like let it take you into the river and flow with it, the internal river within that, like flow of energy that comes from the divine and flows through us. Trust in it, be in it, allow yourself to sit in it. We've got this very similar like imagery here with this hanged man lady here, and then also this ever unfolding rose here. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And this is the point of the lesson that you've been on, this like back breaking, or how it's felt potentially, the hardness, the toughness, the aching of the heart, the grief, the pain, the suffering, everything that may have come up and been really hyper like in focus during the Venus retrograde. There's like a level here of seeing this like the dawn has come, and you're realizing how much this is happening for you, not to you. You are realizing that everything that you've been through, all that pain, suffering, grief, heartache, all of those horrible things, that the humaniness that's like ugh, and it's just not fun to go through. It's like it has to happen so that you can grow, so that you can evolve, so that you can realign into something better for you, more focused for you, more meant for you, something that's more in line with your soul's path, the reason you are here. We all have a reason to be here on this earth. And this is saying the shit that felt shit and hasn't been fun is for a purpose. And like, as much as that can be a horrible thing to say to people in the midst of pain and grief and suffering, that things happen for a reason, like, because that could be slightly insensitive, but it truly does. It does happen for a reason. Everything happens for us to grow and evolve. It's all there to teach us lessons. It's all there for a purpose. We do not suffer unnecessarily, even though it seems like it at the time, even though it seems painful and unnecessary and like that, like, oh, woe me, why do I have to go through this? The human experience is that we all have to go through these things. Unfortunately, it's part of the human experience, but it's happening for you, not to you. This level of what you went through has cracked you open, but now you can see from this fresh perspective, and that is quite the gift. And this moving forwards for you is to really sit in that seat of seeing this dawn rising, this new perspective for you, and going with that, knowing everything has been for purpose, but now there's such great opportunity on offer to you, and that you really do have this great support network that has really helped you through and will continue to help you through and like rise you up, lift you up, to celebrate you and your uniqueness and the beauty that has come from this experience, even though it may have been very sucky at the time. There is hope, there's faith in the stars. We also have here crystal grid, focus, create with intent. And this is this like light bulb moment. This is what you want to go forwards with, is this, you've been cracked open, you have been reborn, there's been this unfolding of you, a full-on like rising up of the divine feminine within, the intuition, that like water flow, that is the feminine. It is, the water element is a feminine ruled element, and this is a birthing of this like raw feminine intuitive power that is coming up through you. And this crystal grid, focus, create with intent, is use this, and then like with this intuitive, with this like listening to your soul's truth, listening to that like feelings within, letting your gut guide you, letting your heart guide you, letting all of that, all of those voices and wisdom that's coming up and bubbling and percolating within you, let it flow and create the pathway forward from that space, from this space of renewed hope. With this card coming up, I also recommend people to actually use a crystal grid. So create yourself a crystal grid. There's many crystals here. If you don't have crystals in your collection, obviously go and buy some, because crystals are beautiful, pretty little rocks, and they will serve you well. Just, you don't have to know what you're going to buy. Go with what you are guided towards, because this is the think less, feel more. Go in and feel what you need. Or if you have crystals, go to your collection and feel what you need. Create yourself. If you don't have an altar space already, create a little one. This can be as elaborate or as small as you like. You can create an entire room as an altar space if you would like. You can just do it on your bedside table if that's the space that is available to you. There are no rights and wrongs. So just create a crystal grid, create with intent. As you can see in this picture, there's little flowers, so you can add extra things. You can have crystals, you can add flowers, you can add just, you know, like pebbles and rocks. It doesn't have to be crystals. You can incorporate feathers, whatever you're drawn to, add in. If you want to use Kinder toys, you know, crack on. Like if that means something to you and has a meaning and a purpose, and that's what you're drawn to, go for it. And create with intent. Focus on what it is you now want moving forward. So now you've been through this raw, tender experience. What is it that you would like to see as you venture down this new pathway? And create the crystal grid with that intent. Spend some time with it, activate it, and you can find all these like guides online. Drop comments in the box thing below if you would like some help in creating a crystal grid. I could potentially create a video on that for you. But yeah, focus your intent in, and then this crystal grid, once it's set up and activated, works with your purpose and like is always there, kind of doing its thing, and all the energy is like just actively working in your favor for that intention. So I hope this helps. I'm wishing you the most beautiful Venus forwards, and I hope to see you again soon. Pile 2, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's see what cards we have for you. So the first card that we have is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So the sword element is air, and this is very much a focus on our fears and anxieties and our worries. And the Ten of Swords is actually a card about avoiding an inevitable end. And then that paired with the fact that we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and this is a card about a lack of long-term vision, which is then limiting your success and rewards. There is very much this feeling that you're actually clinging on to something that actually needs to be let go. So Venus retrograde would have brought up themes for you of what isn't working and is no longer in alignment, and that is no longer really resonating a truth at your heart space. And so that is very much one of our guiding things in our life, is our heart. And so with Venus going forwards and with the full moon in Libra to boot on the same day, there is this level of release, letting go of everything that we need to let go of so that we can then continue walking down our path, the path we're definitely supposed to be on, because we have been realigned. And with these cards coming out, it's indicating that you're still resisting what has been put on a plate in front of you. And Spirit has gone, here's your plate. This is your lessons. This is what you need to learn. This is now what we need to release so we can realign. And like, you're still turning your head to that plate. And we really, really need to get into flow with what the cosmos is saying and guiding us towards, because it's in your highest good. It is for your benefit. It is for your soul's growth. It's your purpose here on this planet. So Spirit is really, really wanting you to let the completion happen. So the 10 Ace to 10 is a journey within the minor arcana. And so the 10 is a completion, and then the cycle starts again because we go back to the Ace. And this is a resistance of that like completion stage. So you have to let whatever it is in your life that you know, and it's whatever is hitting you right now in that raw way in your gut where you're going, I know what you're talking about and I don't want to do it. Spirit is saying, you've got to let this end now. You've got to bring it to a stage of completion, whether that means completely cutting ties and walking away from something, or potentially it's just a conversation that needs to be had and something needs to be put to bed. Whatever it may be within your reality, you have to allow it. Things won't settle otherwise. The fears and anxieties, the worries, that other side of the feeling of like that knowing will only continue. So you need to let it go, because you're stopping your own long-term success from doing it. So the Seven of Pentacles is the earth element, and it's everything of our material reality, whether that is our literal like body. I don't know if that was still recording because it's just told me I have low battery. We will find out afterwards. Hopefully it was. How long I was talking for before realizing that. Maybe I should check first. We were still recording. It's okay. So it's stopping everything of like this is our material possessions. It's our house. It's our home. It's our job. It's our body. It's everything of this earthly reality. And you are actually stopping the level of like success and reward in this material way on this earthly plane for yourself by not letting something end that needs to end. You want this in the upright because it's a card about long-term investment, a long-term view, and then like the success that comes from putting in that like long-term, like that long-term view. So like, you know, when someone plants seeds, like a literal gardening, it's not just planting seeds and then boom, you have a beautiful garden and that's all the work that goes into it. You have to like look after the soil. You have to nurture that seedling. You have to then look after the plant. There's like things that go into it, and that's like there's more effort involved, and you're stunting yourself at this moment in time from not letting something come to completion that you know. Spirit is saying, you know what needs to end, so let it end. You have to, we've got the deer here, we have to trust, approach the situation with a light heart. You have to go in to this situation with a level of vulnerability and trust, and just allow the situation so allow whatever you need to release so you can realign, and trust it's in your highest good. Trust the path that will be laid out before you. Don't, like spirits, don't cling. Stop clinging and like relax. This light heart aspect is like relax this like death grip that you have on something, and allow things to naturally fall into place, because they will. Trust is the biggest thing here. Trust your gut feeling, trust your heart, trust what you are fearful of in this moment, and trust it will all be okay, because it really, really will. We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So with clients, I always say with these cards, when a question comes up, take that question away and journal it, or just spend some time thinking about it if you don't like to journal. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And this will be linked into this, like whatever your resisting the completion of. You are dimming your own light. So this is all tied in, and this trust in the situation, this trust in this path is asking you to move forward something that's really deeply aligned to your soul, which is also another reason why it's so scary, because we really do, like, as humans, resist change because fear. And then especially when it's big life moments, big soul moments, it's scary, and that's fully understandable. And like, I'm sending you love to that space and support, but trust me, you're brave enough and you are strong enough to move through this. We also have pixie helpers and green adventuring. Not all wanderers are lost, clearing the way, luck and opportunity. And this is the thing. This is like clear. You need to clear the stuff from this so you can actually walk down the path. You have like the ability to. Like, you have the ability to actually clear the debris in your path, and you're resisting it. Whereas it's like, come on, like, gung ho, get cracking. Let's move this stuff out of the way, clear the way even, sorry, so that you can go down this path of luck and opportunity, this like long-term like success and rewards that you want. And there's so much magic then also in this with the pixies coming through. Pixies can be little tricksters though, so be wary. But like, there is a beauty and a magic coming through, and the not all wanderers are lost. That part, really, really trust the deer again. Trust that even though the path doesn't seem clear to you right now, it seems as if you clear the debris, there won't be a path, and that's really scary. It's almost like clearing the path into a big open clearing, and that does seem like scary. Like, where do I go? It's big open, so many possibilities, but there's beauty in that. So many opportunities, so many possibilities, and you're not wandering lost if you trust yourself, if you trust in the intuitive guidance you are being offered from within. You will not be lost. You're guided exactly where you're supposed to be. Call in deer energy to work with. Ask the deer to guide you. Ask the deer to be with you. I really recommend it. And it's as simple as that, calling it in, spending a moment, connecting in and calling in deer energy. It will really, really help. But the biggest thing here is take the question, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in, away with you, and trust in the guidance that you already know, and actually action it so that you can really, really move forwards. As Venus goes forwards, you can move forwards with it, and you can go in flow and really like jump on board with the energetics of the sky. So I hope this helps. Please drop any comments in the box. Let me know how it has gone for you. And if you want to book a private reading, please pop me a message. All the deets are in the box too. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks, guys. Pile 3. Let's see what cards we have for you. So the first card that we have is the King of Wands, and the Wands is the fire element, and the fire element is our it's our drive, it's our ambition, it's our passions, it's that oomph and drive forwards, that fire in our belly. And the King of Wands is a natural born leader. He is courageous and confident and a visionary and entrepreneur. Like, it is full on, like a natural born leader. And then we have it with the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is, so the cups being the water element, it's our emotional landscapes and our relationships. And the Seven of Cups is a card about options. There's all these cups, and it's like, which one do I choose from? So with these two things together, we've got this like confident, like drive, leader energy coming through, and options. So how beautiful that you're coming out of the Venus retrograde with a fire, like a full on, like the, you know, staff in your hand lit and let's go, I am leading the way. And then also all of these options. So this is a beautiful like oomph energy. I'm getting full on just like Phoenix rising from the ashes. And then also like we've got this golden unicorn here with ascension. The pillar, there's just so much, rising up energy that like just almost want to end it here and just be like, just enjoy. Wow, how beautiful. But truly really enjoy this. Like, this is like a full-on drive and like momentum and push to go forwards with, and it's a full-on like sitting in your throne, in your power, putting your crown on your head. And there's like now Venus is going forwards. The lessons you've been learning during the retrograde have enabled you to actually like come and sit on your throne. It's like during the retrograde, you're almost just like, oh, I don't even know if I belong on there. I can't sit on that throne. That crown doesn't fit my head. And now you're like, now Venus going forward. You're like, oh, that's my motherfucking throne right there. That's my crown. Come on, let's go. There's a leading from the heart with this line in the background, the lion's heart. There is this, and then with the heart center base of the cups here, this is a full-on like heart guided, heart powered oomph forwards to really like express yourself fully and authentically and just oomph. Wow. And the fact that you have these options before you, there is a level of, and I'm not feeling it hugely, but I will mention it because there's also a level of like illusions and trickery here. Like, so just beware that not all options may be wonderful. So there's options for you, and it's almost like I said, there's ladders to climb, but there's also like slippery snake energy and like just water escaping. So there's like not everything maybe as it seems. So there's still a level of like really tapping into that inner guidance for you to make sure that you're then choosing the right cups. But I have no doubt that you will, because we then have, like I said, the golden unicorn here with ascension, awaken to your soul's potential. And that's what's now happening. Like I said, Phoenix rising from the ashes. You've let everything burn, you know, and now you can rise up from the ashes and like ascend. And this is your true soul's potential. This is why you're here. We've got pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And this figure here of this lady rising up. And this is like what you are doing. You are ascending. You are rising up into exactly why you are supposed to be here on this earth. This is like full on like divine purpose. This is big, guys. Like this is huge. Amazing energy here. And then we have the diamond heart seed crystal, golden age wisdom, DNA activation, Lemuria, and priestess awakening. Once again, another like oomph. You're rising up. You're like stepping into your power. You're entering through this gateway. There is a heavy with the priestess awakening here. That is obviously an element of that like high divine feminine rising up within. You do not have to be a female to have priestess awakening rise up within you. It is an energetics. But yeah, this is just like oomph, guys. Oomph, oomph, oomph. I'm going to pull another card for you guys because which I haven't done for the other piles, but shh, don't tell them. Let's just get how to like really like run with this. How to really run with this high-powered, ascensionally uprising energy. Ooh, hoo, hoo. So the card I have here is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands matches the King of Wands over here. So it is confidence, it is brave courage, it is a full-on like this is just the rising up of your power. King energy is very much like I said, that like visionary entrepreneur, like look at him, like the stance of like I've got this and let's go, and like you shall follow me, not in any sort of like culty way. We don't like cults, but in like I have a skill, I have a talent, I have something important to say, I have something important to offer, and I can sit on my throne in my power and offer it to you. And please listen, because I have something to offer the world. The Queen of Wands has got the same confidence, it's all the same like energetics, but just within this, there's like a full-on embodiment of the power, and there's a playfulness. Because of obviously the priestess awakening element here, there is this just like bringing your fire to like form. So like lead, guide, move forward, but also create and play, and let that like, and let the two interlink, because we've got divine masculine and the divine feminine here. So there is that element of both things. Let the intuitive passions, that guiding force, that inner fire really like guide you, and then also the drive, like to actually action it in the world, like using both and bringing things into union, bringing things into a divine state of balance within. The best thing you can do to help yourself going forwards will be to keep the balance between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Keep nurturing yourself, keep nurturing your soul, keep that self-care and that receptivity and that flow in check, so that you can continue to push forwards and drive and action and like actually do things physically within the world, but keep both things like leveled and in balance, so that you can continue to rise up. I love this for you guys. This energy is like yummy. This is like, let's bottle this up and keep it energy. I hope this helps, guys. Please drop comments in the box. Let me know how it's gone for you. If you'd like a private reading, please send me a message. All the details of that are in the description. And I hope you just enjoy this. Enjoy. Oh my God, beautiful. Love it.